Hi guys, how you doing? So today, as promised, I'm going to show you 4 very quick, very simple recipes that are going to help you stay on track. They do use sins, some of them, but do you know what? I do believe sometimes as long as you use your sins sensibly, and none of the sins I'm talking about are massive. I think there's about 2 sins maximum in every single dish that has sins in. But they are really quick and easy, and they just give you an opportunity to vary what you're eating, but also fill you up and keep you on track. That noise, sorry, is my dishwasher, I do apologise. So I hope you like them. So I've got 2 breakfast ideas, I've got a lunch idea, and a very quick and easy evening idea that will help you on your Sim World evenings if you're like me and you get in late. Alright, so I hope you enjoy them, so here they are. Right then, so first recipe, 40 grams of porridge oats in my bowl. I'm going to take a teaspoon of this Sweet Freedom syrup, which is half a sin. So it's not sin free, but it is worth half a sin. There we go. Make sure I get a full level teaspoon. Perfect. That just needs to go into my bowl there, or my jug. Grab an egg. It's literally 3 ingredients, which is perfect. And it's so quick and easy. While your kettle's boiling for your cup of tea, you can be making this. Just literally pop your egg in and mix that all together, making sure all your syrup comes off your spoon and mixes into your porridge, because that's where your sweetness is going to come from. And any oats will do. This is Scottish porridge oats, or you can just use Tesco's basics, anything. You just need oats, and you can smell that syrup. It's absolutely amazing. Okay, right, and then all you need is a hot frying pan. So let me move you over to my cooker. Okay, so this is my frying pan, my Berkoff frying pan. Use a bit of Fry Light if you haven't got a non-stick frying pan. And then all I'm going to do is pop my mixture in. I'll get it all in. Don't want to waste any. Perfect. And then I'm just going to flatten it down into a circle. Like so. And then I'm going to leave it to cook for a couple of minutes on each side, and then I will flip it, and you'll start to see the bubbles sort of materialising on the top, which shows it's cooking through. So let's see that cook for a few minutes. Right, that lifts straight off. Just flip it over. Now it looks burnt, it's not, because you've got that syrup in there, it caramelizes it, which is just lovely. Now that only needs a few seconds, so I can actually turn the heat off that now and just leave it cook for a second. And while that's doing, I'm just going to chop myself a banana up, ready to dish this up. So just get my oat cake out. There we go. Now what you can do is just chop that into 4, leave it to cool, stick it in your lunchbox, and it'll be fantastic as a snack during the day or just breakfast on the go. But I'm going to today just top this off with a chopped banana. This is going to be really filling with this banana. It's quite a big one actually as well. There we go. And this isn't about having just sin-free food. What I've learned is sometimes having a good savvy sins really helps with your weight loss protection. So I'm actually going to have mine topped with some yogurt. So this is just a Muller Light, which is half a sin for a whole pot, but you don't need the whole pot. So I'm just going to put on a couple of tablespoons like that. Perfect. And I can save the rest of the pot. I'll put the lid back on like that, and I can have that as a snack later with an apple or something. So win-win. There we go. That is my breakfast number 1. And that has taken like 5 minutes. How quick and easy is that, and delicious. Right, okay, so quick lunch. Got a jacket potato here. Now what I do with these is I batch cook them usually. So what I'll do on a Sunday, for example, when I'm doing the roast dinner, I'll pop some potatoes in the oven and cook them all in one go. And then just stick them into the fridge until I need them. Or like I did last night, I was cooking dinner in the oven and I just popped one extra roast potato in for today. It's, well, it's not roast, it's jacket. So all I'm going to do is take out the flesh, so the mashed potato, without damaging the actual outside, because you need to keep the outside intact. So, you know, if you don't take it all out, it's not an absolute problem. In fact, it helps with the integrity of the shell. So I'm just going to try and get as much out as I can without damaging the shell, and I think that's fine. Okay, so there is a bit left in there, but that's okay. I'm going to set that to one side for now. And then I've got a fork, and I'm just going to mash this like so. There we go. Okay, and then to that I'm just going to add about a quarter of a small onion. This is just for one potato, so you don't need much at all. Okay, and then I'm also going to add some cheese. This is my Healthy Extra beef for the day, well, one of them. So it is 40 grams. It says a lot of cheese, but this is going to be worth it so much. So just give that a little bit of a mix. Spring onion works just as well with this as well. So if you haven't got a normal white onion, or you could use red onion as well if you want to. Now, because this is my lunch and I want to make it really hearty, I'm going to add a piece of ham, which I'm just going to chop into little pieces. Nothing sort of structured, just going in. This is just wafer thin ham. I always have ham in my fridge. It's my go-to snack during the day if I'm hungry, just to tide me over. I love wrapping ham in, or wrapping a pickled onion, you know, the mini ones, into a piece of ham. I think it's great as a little snack. And I'm just going to break an egg into that, like so. And then a bit of seasoning. I only ever use pepper, very rarely use salt. There we go, like that. Okay, and then all I'm going to do is mix that together so that the egg literally coats everything, because that's going to help bind it in the shell. We needed a bigger bowl really, but not the end of the world. Okay, now I'm going to stuff my peppers. Not my peppers, my potatoes even. So just get another plate there. I'm just going to place those there, and I'll get a spoon. It's easier with a spoon than it is a fork. And I'm just going to literally place that down. I'm going to pile it all in, and it will overflow because you have got a lot more mixture here than what you took out. This is where the egg helps because it will bind it. Now, what you can do if you're sort of having a long lunch, you could, if you wanted to, stick that in the oven and just bake it for 10 to 15 minutes. I don't, so I'm going to use my dry fryer, and I use it a lot for different things. I never just use it for frying. Right, so I'm going to add a bit of foil into the bottom of my dry fryer. You don't need to do this, it just stops my fryer getting all dirty, and I'm trying to save washing up. I'm just going to place my potatoes on top of there, like so, and just pop it in my dry fryer now for about 5 minutes, and it'll be done, and I'll show you then. Right, so another benefit of putting it in the foil is it's easy to get it out like this. Let me just move it over, and then I can just slide it off. Perfect, and that is ready to eat. Look at that. And that's taken 5 minutes to prepare it, 15 minutes, and I've got a fabulous, tasty lunch. What do you think? Yummy. Right, so breakfast idea number 2. So I've got 60 grams of wheat grain even in here. If you can't get this, and I get this from Holland & Barrett in a big bag. If you can't get it, just use a couple of Weetabix, which is part of your Healthy Extra B. What I do love about this is you get 60 grams of the wheat grain and it goes a long way. So I'm going to make some like donutty sort of muffins today. So in my bowl, like I said, I've got my wheat bran, and then I'm going to add into here 1 egg. Now you can use milk from your Healthy Extra A if you want to. I very rarely eat milk or drink milk because I don't like it, so I never really have it in the fridge. I've got full fat from my husband, which I don't want to use. So I'm going to use a Muller Light, and one of the benefits of using a Muller Light is you get the sweetness as well, and it's half as thin. So I think it's worth having that half as thin. So I'm just going to pop that in. And again, this is all about simple, quick breakfast or lunch ideas. You do need to bake this, so what my plan is, I'm going to get this ready, I'm going to get it in the oven, and then I'm going to carry on getting myself ready this morning for work. So I'm working at home, so I can make a cup of tea, I can do some washing up, all the jobs I would do normally. So all I'm doing is just literally mixing that together. And it's as simple as that. There we go. So I don't need to worry about sugar or anything else because, like I said, my Muller Light is going to give me that sweetness that I'm looking for. And then I just need some muffin tins. So I've got my tray here. And I think this might... Maximus is going to make 3. I'm lucky 2. My my fire light is running dry. I'm just going to turn it sideways to spray it. It seems to come out better that way. You can hear it. You can't see it, but you can hear it coming out. That's what needs to go on my shopping list for this week. This is just the olive oil one. I do like the butter one as well. Yeah, I think that is definitely finished. Right, okay. My other ones are chili, which I don't think is going to go very well with this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is fill halfway up on each of my muffins. And I'm going to put like a little dip in the middle, like so. Just want to make sure I've got equal left. There we go. That's perfect. And then I just need a little spoon to get out. And then I'm going to add half a teaspoon, of jam to each one. So this is going to be 2 sins for all this. And again, like I said yesterday, use Savvy Sins. It's worth it. Didn't actually quite. There we go. There we go. Leave that there. And all I'm going to do is pop some mixture on top and cover my jam. Actually have got quite a bit more mixture left, but not enough to make a second one, so I'm just going to top more on each one. Now this is one Healthy Extra B, so this is going to go a long way today, which is great because it means you can have one for breakfast, one for midday snack, and one for an afternoon snack if you wanted to, and that will keep you going. And it does make your Healthy Extra B last a lot longer. I love making sort of savoury, bready type things with this sort of wheat bran because it does go a long way. Right, so that just needs to go in the oven now, about 180 for about 15 minutes. and I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out. Right, so here they are, and I've just torn this one open for you to see. Can you see inside? You've got the jam. Look, whoa. This is really hot at the moment because it's not long been out of the oven. Leave them to cool in the pan before you start taking them out, but these will be absolutely gorgeous for breakfast, lunch, afternoon tea. And like I said, I've got 3. So they're great, warm, but just let them cool down a bit because the jam will be really, really hot. But they are lovely. As you can see, I'm actually nibbling this one while I'm telling you about this. But I absolutely love these. And like I said, it's so, so filling. And for 2 cents, I think that's worth it. I should just use a knife actually and cut it, which would be more attractive, wouldn't it? But definitely worth a try for breakfast. Just something a little bit different. Right, next, oops, you're dropping it. Right, next quick dish is for my dinner tonight. It's Slimming World tonight, and so I don't want to have to come home at 7 o'clock and start cooking. So my slow cooker is my best friend on nights like tonight. In there is what was left of the juice of last night's dinner. I did a chicken dish with tinned tomatoes, some chilli, some mixed beans, and topped it off with cheese, and it was lovely. And there was a little bit of liquid left, and I haven't wasted it, not much. And you think, well, what's the point? It actually has lots of flavour in it, and I wanted to use that today, so I kept it in the fridge overnight. Just popped it in here. I'm going to add into that a bit of stock cube. I've then got a tin of mixed baked beans from Tesco's, if you can see that, in tomato sauce, and this is free on Slimming World, and it's perfect. So that all goes in. It's got a bit of sauce in there. Oops, don't need the lid. Let's get the last bean out. There we go. And then I've got some mushrooms, peppers and onions, which is all going to go in. This is all about speed and less effort, but yummy and tasty. I've got a packet of minced beef, which has been thawing overnight. So this is just a 250 gram bag. Then I'm just going to give that a bit of a mix. And break the mince down. Okay, I'm then going to add to that some more tomato. So this is just a carton of passata. So that's just going to go in as well. I mean, you can serve this with anything really. You can have pasta, you can have rice with it, or some potatoes. For speed, when I get home tonight, it's probably going to be a 10-minute rice all in the bag. But then I may decide later just to put some spaghetti with it. But nothing like that takes very long, so I can make my mind a bit later on. I'm going to add some mixed herbs into that, some spicy paprika. You can add some chilli if you want to, but I'm going to use my spicy pepper. Lots of it, give it a bit of a kick. So it was a lot, wasn't it? And then I'm going to add some Worcester sauce. Oh, let's get that out, cupboard. Just do it by eye. There we go. And then that is it. Just give it a little bit of a stir. Try and be a little bit tidy as I go along. Okay. So a lot of sauce, which is why it's perfect for pasta. And there we go. And that will just go on slow all day. And when I come home tonight for Slimming World, I've got 10 minutes to get my rice on and I've got a meal. And that will stop me picking when I'm hungry and I walk in the door. So I'll show you that later as well. So what do you think? I told you, they're very quick, they're very simple, they're very easy, but just gives you a bit of inspiration to help you keep on track. And I hope you try some of them. I hope you do some variations of them as well. And if you do, let me know what they are. And yeah, and if you do like that, there'll be a lot more coming soon. So you need to make sure you subscribe, click notifications, and you give me a thumbs up. All right, guys, I'll see you in my next video, and I hope you're staying on track. All right, take care. See you soon. Bye.